Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very hydrating coconut water. So welcome back to the game, and in the previous episode we got prisoners among other things, specifically 44 inmates, and there was all of the medium category. We also did a lot of grants, quite a number of them actually, so we did things like... let's have a quick look. Tool cleanup, crackdown on drugs. We did the inmate nutritional research. We did the MaxSec infrastructure. We are working on Green Energy Goal 8, which is you have to use just green energy for 10 days. We've got 104 hours left of that one. And we are working on Cell Block B, prisoner reoffending rate. And, well, what else can I pick up, really? Probably not Reform Prisoner Initiative. Probably not self-sustaining or anything like that. No, it's not going to work. I think it's going to be probably Carpentry Apprenticeship Programme, because we do have an inmate or two that's working on that one. Either way, we've got decent money. Wow, actually very good money. So let's go ahead and place some flooring. Specifically, we're going to look at these cells and... what sort of flooring are we going to go with? It's almost certainly just going to be the standard concrete tiles, because it's just your default option, really. I can't really... Oh, you know what I could do? I could use the concrete tiles and just make these like lines around them. The problem with that, though, is cloning doesn't... it can be a bit problematic, and I really don't want to give myself additional work. I don't need the headache of it. So we're just going to run with this standard, let's say, standard sort of tiles here, and we'll do that. It's probably going to be a similar thing in the centre, but let's see how we get on. The workshop, I'm also going to have to spend a bit of money there, so I'll see what I can do. It's going to be a slightly different form factor just because of how things are arranged in the facility, but let's just spend a bit of money. I'm very concerned as well that I'm probably going to blow the grid completely in half after the addition of all of this, but, well, I'll do what we can. And carpentry table 1, 2 and 3, was it? Yeah, that seems to fit in quite nicely. And the practice solar panel, which is going to be something like this, and was it like that? Like that? Yeah, it seems about right. Okay. So that's now set. Obviously spent a fair bit of money on that one, but that's fine. We are spending it in the right area so people can actually work in this one. So logistics, prison labour, and obviously we will max this out. We're going to need some more inmates, I'm very aware. What I'm also aware of is that this fence here, it's not great. Could I change it to a perimeter wall? I can, but only some of it, because you can't have it next to these, and these can't be perimeter wall. The one next to it can be, but then there'd be nowhere for the doggos to walk, so we don't need that in our lives. Alright, fine. Let's just continue on and see how we get. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of exports now as well. The more workshop, the more better. Over to the programs and carpentry apprenticeship. One person is interested and working on that one, so we can look at maybe producing the superior beds in the future. I'm just a bit concerned that we don't have power in here, so I'm just going to run power like so. It's not aligned to this one, but it makes no mechanical difference, so that's fine. For most of this, it's going to be, well, flooring. Should we use white tiles in the canteen? That's your default, isn't it? White tiles is your sort of default, really. So we'll do that. And we're also going to go with, I do like the Sulaco. Cargo flooring as well. You know what, cargo flooring. Let's have a bit of cargo flooring and see what that looks like in the workshop. And the kitchen is going to be white tiles again, as is, you know what, the full thing. The full thing is white tiles. And yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do loads of white tiles all the way to the outside bit. It just, you know, makes it the same, and it'll marry up. For this right bit, I think we're going to go with wooden floor, and yeah, wooden floor as well. Well, there's a lot of money spent. It's okay though, it's fine, it's fine. You see we are tripping metal detectors here, or they are tripping metal detectors. Just going to go to informants and see if there's any worrying traits. Volatile, supplier, volatile, deadly, extremely actually. Okay, fine. We would benefit for some solitary. If we had some solitary, it would mean that we can have it so that the Oh, I haven't put tables in. We can have it so the guys can become confidential informants. So do I want to do that? The answer is probably, but the next question is where we're going to put it. I'm afraid I don't have an answer to that. I mean, we could put it in the middle, but that's going to affect this yard. And the yard, actually, incidentally, I did want to put some workbenches in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really work. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 in there. Dumbbell rack. Same thing. And they shouldn't slow anyone down. I'm not going to put in the tyre apparatus, I don't think. No. The guard pavilion would be nice. But I just don't think we need it. Okay. Fine. So I'm probably going to do a shakedown, just for the sake of doing it, really. Well, hang on. Shut the front door. What? Yay, reoffending rate has went 29%. So we've got the... Yeah. Where is it? Prisoner reoffending rate grant completed. Excellent. That is brilliant. That's what we want. Okay. After that, then, it's like tracker pilot scheme, which is easily done. But yeah, do I want to pick it up now? We've got enough on our plate in the next couple of days, building-wise. Shakedown all sectors. So, prisoner reform reward, release prisoners. Oh, so there's only Mead who arrested and will return to prison. The rest one reformed, work in the clean agency, factory, clean agency, and factory. So there's a reoffending rate there. Punishment is 6 out of 10. Reform is 6 out of 10. Work experience, strangely, is 2 out of 10. Security is actually some of the highest we've seen. It's well, let's call it 7 out of 10. It's 2 out of 5, but it can go to minuses, and then health is at -2 because getting it above 0 is actually really difficult. Obviously, the inmates getting riled up a little bit, saying they're being searched recently. But to be fair, I did find a crowbar, which was thrown in. I can't recall seeing crowbars very often in the game. Chainsaw, that was also thrown in. There's another crowbar. Okay, fair enough. Just continue on then. What is the best course of action now? I think more inmates. So how much work do we have? Logistics, prison labour. We have 19. Was it 38, 40, 50? More than we... more inmates is required. Okay. Quick build, custom, cloning. I'm going to clone this. Actually, I'm going to clone that. And I'm going to click there. Not now, though. Oh. What's this? Matt Whiteman. Prison number 181564419. Violent disorder, convictions, 2 years, and pleaded guilty. Recent misconduct, destruction, attack staff, and found drugs. They've just smashed this checkpoint up. Alright, fine. Oh, brilliant. People are working in the shop as well. This is good. And there's... Oh, it appears to be Simpson and Lindsay. Carpentry apprenticeship. That's excellent. That's what we want to see. Good. Good. So far then, apart from the little, should we say, hiccup with the checkpoints, everything is sort of flowing as we expected. Regardless whether they go to the left or the right, they are being searched, and we are finding a lot of stuff. Do you want some visual noise? There you go. It's just, yeah, there's loads of it. Loads of stuff being found. Okay. Interesting. 2 prisoners unable to be assigned to a cell. Why is the game give us 2 extra prisoners? Probably because there was loads of stuff backed up on the road. I'm going to guesstimate that's what's happened there. Yeah, okay, I can send someone away if need be. Is there someone who I need to send away? Let's go with... Gareth. Yeah, we'll go with Gareth here. And let's go with dangerous. I'm going to try and find Gareth in this list. Corley. There. Remove prisoner. Costs £5 to do, and you can only do it every 5 days. But it's the quick solution to get rid of them. Quick build, custom, cloning, click, and get more inmates in. More inmates, more better for us. For work, obviously. Daily cash flow is 14,000. Bear in mind that we started the series with nothing. 0 generic units of currency. Nothing at all. And we've got 107,000. Let's see. Offshore tax haven, land expansion. Forestry. Do I want legal prep? I could pick up legal prep, but I don't think I need to. I'd rather pick up what we've already gotten there, actually, which is offshore tax haven. So, for tax relief, it says it takes advantage of government tax incentives and reduces your effective corporation tax to 15%. I think it's normally 30. Offshore tax haven is 1%. You will save a total of 3,000 taxes per 100,000 of daily profit. And we've went under 50 grand. Is that because of all the stuff we just bought? Yes, all of this. Oh, someone fighting? Adam Beckwith. Tax staff found weapons, and they are volatile. Yes, they are. Okay. Do we need to run any more programs? Workshop safety, not really. Although adding that one makes it, yeah, it does slots one in. I think the rest of it is all okay. Yeah. I would like the foundation education program, but we don't have the room for it. Spiritual guidance, similar thing. Flower therapy, yes. Animal therapy, definitely. We need meeting rooms. We need flower beds. We need classrooms. That's all on the expansion side of it. Let's just do a shakedown, all sectors. In fact, I'm probably going to have to schedule that. Yeah, I probably will schedule that. Prison wages. Increase. Give everyone a little bit of a little boost there. Why not? Just double checking all of this. 20 grand completion payment. That is for cell block B. Yeah, cell block B. So I can now pick up cell block C. And probably the tracker pilot is the easy one. What I might do though is I might build these cells first, because then all the left's completed. And speaking of completion, we have just done. Hang on, that one. Click. We have just done the Green Energy Goal 8, I believe. Yes. Player must not use a power station for 10 days in game with prisoners present. 1 green energy source of each type will be delivered free of charge. I mean, we can't put them anywhere. We don't have the option to put them anywhere, but at least we've got it. Okay, fine. I'm wondering how much this would cost to clone. Quite a bit. Let's go over to staff and 2 janitors and another gardener. I think it's worthy of our attention there. And we're going to get a couple more guards. Probably pick up, actually, a couple more dog handlers. Because I need to set up more deployments, patrols. And I did this one. It's going to be magenta. Like that. And then that. And while I'm on, that one. And blue patrol. Oh yeah, that's slightly wrong, that one. Hang on. Change that in a moment. Like that. Okay, and then magenta. Remove that because it needs to be shifted up by 1, just because of how everything's set. Dog handler, dog handler, dog handler, dog handler. Alright. I think some more dog handlers. Good. And obviously we are A little bit overstaffing this, admittedly. But at the same time, we've got exports. We've got prisoner reformed rewards. We've got power exports still. We've got a lot more money from inmates as well. So that's good. I've still got this huge section in the middle here that I haven't really done anything with. Do I just put in the tables and benches? I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do. Like that. Okay, fine. Oh! So, someone is not liking the pricing system in this shop. Just repair that. Yeah, they've absolutely smashed that shop up. I'm also thinking workers. I'm picking up more workers, and the reason for that is not to build quicker. It's because there's so much logistical work now to be done. Carrying in, mainly, the metal sheets and taking out the used stuff. Like the, what is it, the license plates? Yeah, it is. Program-wise then is all okay. I would like to do fire safety training and first aid and all that, but that requires classrooms and training rooms, and we don't have the space for it. It's very tempting to expand to the right and just have it as a big forestry with lots of gardeners and have another area like for staff. Don't consider it cheating, because it is literally part of the game. But at the same time, would that take away from what we're doing? It might do. The fact that I'm not convinced is an answer in and of itself, isn't it? Alright, okay. So, got some inmates coming in. Just going to double check that. We have volatile and quick. And still a couple of other traits around. Ex-law enforcement. Oh, okay. So we have an ex-law enforcement in the form of Mark Patton. Prisoner number 185159110. Recent misconduct none. But they are an ex-law enforcement. So I don't think 5 days have passed since getting rid of an inmate. Intelligence, security, vulnerable. We have 2 vulnerable people. Chislett, Tim and Patton. They are a snitch. And I can't remove the prisoner. Okay, so there's a couple of things we can do. Prisoner Patton. Assign a guard. Yes. Also, in security, Chislett Tim, or Trim, prisoner, assign a guard. Yes. So that's curious, actually. Ah! Now, I've seen this before. Character. Unknown. We don't know what they are, their reputations. But because of a curious quirk of the security system, we can see it from here. Dangerous reputations is snitch. Dangerous traits is violent. Crimes, violent disorder, and assaulting an officer. So, yeah, you don't actually need to know necessarily what they are by, like, listening in on phone taps and such. Speaking of phone taps, I should probably connect up the phone taps. And, you know, now and again, I like to actually power up some of these rooms. So we're just going to run power and wiring. I'm going to go phone tap and put that in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redo some of the phone taps. Yeah. Connections, remove them. So the first one is going to be on the top. Like this. And it can be this one as well. It's fine. The bottom one is on the bottom row. And it'll run this one as well. Good. Right. What else? Water. Water, small pipe. And we'll run it. You know what? Run it down here as well. No reason not to. We're going to need to power it up. We're going to need to connect it all up anyway, so there you go. And, oh, now that's definitely a tunnel. Search cell. Definitely a tunnel there. We're going to do tunnel search. I don't know whether it's this one or the other side. Feels like it's this one, but we've just searched there and found nothing. I'm just going to keep doing tunnel search until we find it. Should we guesstimate how long that's going to take? How many searches? It's going to be a lot, isn't it? Because they're not great tunnel searches for some reason. They have a fairly, at least it feels like this way, a fairly mediocre success rate. And there's the search. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, it's around here. It's this one. And probably this one. I reckon it's a compound thing. Right, so they found tunneling equipment, but they didn't find... there we go. Now they found it. I knew we'd find it eventually, but we had to rip the toilet out to get it. Yeah. There's that. Okay, we'll remove that. Back to toilet and sink. Goes in. Good. Okay. Excellent. So, we do have expansion now. We do have land expansion. No need to do it, but we've got it. Let's go with... What shall we go with? Don't need all the patrols. Just need to check out logistics, prison labour. These are all maxed out. Yeah. There's only 22 inmates qualified for the workshop, and each one can have 19. So we've just got basically an issue of throughput there. We need more training. We need more programs. Lots of people interested though. Only 35% pass rate, which is a bit of a shame. No one passed the carpentry apprenticeship either, which is, again, curious. Just going to run some more kitchen safety and hygiene. And more solar panel development, maybe? No, we don't need to. Don't need to. So, if I was to expand to the left, what would that afford us? Let's game it out. Well, I could put more inmates in, more cells, which is what will happen. Probably going to put in more kitchens. I'd put in a lot of the ancillary rooms. Things like maybe cleaning cupboard would be benefit. Anything to do with work. So that would be good. Maybe library. More parole, maybe. I'd probably go with prisoner calling booths rather than visitation. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even put the flooring in here. It's something I just forgot about. Let's spend a bit of money on it, shall we? Let's go with maybe carpets. Go with brown carpet in here. And maybe mosaic floor here. I do like a ceramic floor, so I'm going to put ceramic floor in. And maybe wood, this back bit. And reception can be wood as well. Why not? We'll do that. And that's flooring done. We have lots of spare room to take in more prisoners. I mean, we don't, but okay. Let's go to, once again, intelligence, security, and these guys. Can't remove the prisoner just yet. It needs to be 10 more days. Well, would I be able to manage just by getting in these cells with what we have now? I don't know if we'd manage with the meals. But I mean, it might be worth looking at something like that. For the middle bit then, is there anything we need to place in? We've got phone booths, we haven't got punch bags. Punch bag is exercise and recreation, so let's go for that. Like that, yeah. And tyre stack acts as a small wall which prisoners and staff will walk around. Okay. They're not going to be beating on it with a sledgehammer or anything like that for conditioning. Training dummy. Prisoners who train hard might even learn new fighting style. No, we don't need that in our lives right now. But yeah, 77 inmates. Lots of people working, which is all good. Let's have see what our reform is. Reform is 31%. So our last series was Reform Island, and we got that hovering. I think it was between 20 and 28%. We just call it 20, between 20 and 30%. This one, without any of the reform stuff, is actually hovering quite nicely on 30. And since there's a grant for that, I'd say that was probably a bit of a win. But like I say, the goal was to make money, and we are doing just that. We could earn a lot more if we would have put forestry in and a lot of more green energy. We could do that. But, wow, that's all kinds of, yeah, brown. Let's go with objects and staff room. Staff room. Let's place like coffee tables opposite here. I think that's about right. And sofas, wide sofas. We haven't got any radios in, but there never was a big intent to put them in. Let's put arcade cabinets in. Something like that. Yeah, all good. Gonna put some plants in. Plants will look quite nice. There we go. And that's still not powered up. Oh, that's why. Click. After all this timer. It does feel like enough time has passed, speaking of time, that we can probably get rid of... Yes, remove prisoner. So we're just going to spend 5,000 on getting rid of our snitch. But having the guard assigned is a massive thing anyway. Yeah, it really does help out. Just a bit curious that these guard lockers... I'm going to dismantle that guard locker. No, not that one. Dismantle that one. I'm going to move over this weapons rack, because I want to remove that bit of the armory, and I want to put in another CCTV monitor, because I think I am going to go for this big block. Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have moved on to more of the management side of it. We've still got a lot of building to do, though. Needs, we haven't even really had any massive desire to look at them. There is a clothing need, but it is being worked on, so that's fine. I can see people who do have lots of dirty uniforms to sort out. There is literature and luxury need as well. The literature one, I think we'll have to have a look at as part of the expansion. Next episode, we'll try and build this other work block, or we might get some more prisoners. Let me know what you think on that one. And it'll only be a couple more episodes before this is basically completed, and then expansion will begin. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.